There is a lot of anti-Semitism compared to other schools, compared to, like, the mainstream world outside of college campuses, but I wouldn't say I feel it every single day. Uh, I've definitely like, I'll wear my Chabad Hillel stuff around campus. I don't feel nervous to wear it, but I know other students do.
The safety of Jews on campus has kind of gone back and forth. Um, More recently, I would say it's less safe. I've been here going on 2 years now, and I would probably say it's less safe than when I arrived.
I have had some incidents like directed at me, um, and just some things that generally made me feel unsafe. But definitely the Jewish community on campus is pretty big. So being around other Jewish people, like when I'm at Chabad and when I'm at Hillel, it definitely makes me feel like way more safe.
There are more anti-Semitic incidents, and there are more students reporting about anti-Semitism and racism, which means that as they're happening at a higher rate, more students become comfortable talking about them, meaning that it's phasing them less and less.
This campus has always been a very friendly campus for Jewish students, but last year there were a number of anti-Semitic incidences that kept occurring. First, people had mezuzahs torn down off their door, and then we had the student who was Black and Jewish that was harassed very severely on a residence hall floor, and then we had horrible, horrible, horrible anti-Semitic posts in this thing called the Greek rank on campus, and also there were swastikas drawn around campus. So the task force was formed. That's a big part of what we do as well, where we're trying to educate the campus community about anti-Semitism and helping to prevent it, and building like one of the big programs they have coming up in January is a student leaders dinner, giving student leaders an opportunity to get to know each other better, because that breaks down the barriers to hate.
The most common one I'd say is a lot of comments about like Jews being cheap, like, "Oh, you're gonna go grab that penny off the floor," or like jokes about like, "Oh my God, this teacher is such a Nazi. Like, why is he giving us so much homework?" And it's little comments like that that people don't necessarily realize are anti-Semitic, but could really hurt their Jewish peers.
Yeah, so we are trying, okay. Um, AIs, artificial intelligence, also known as machine learning, is not capable of detecting anti-Semitic messages on social media by itself. We are trying to create a gold standard in our annotations based on the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition of anti-Semitism. In creating that gold standard, we can then implement that in algorithms that can help ameliorate anti-Semitism on social media. So our job is to look at these tweets that they come up with and determine how anti-Semitic they are in order to have that research put towards the final goal of amelioration.
My biggest mission for my term is I really want to get every single Jewish student here at Indiana through the doors. I think that once you come to one event at Chabad, you see the amazing culture that we foster. And also, I think that with the recent rises in anti-Semitism, just in the world, in the country, at our school, everywhere, like there's so much more drive for students to come. They are always like, where do I turn? What do I do? And I'm like, come to Chabad, because the more the more you get involved with the community and the more that you celebrate your Judaism, the less you'll feel like the impact of what is happening. I talked to the rabbi actually when Kanye first made his first like months ago statements, and he was like, Jews are not the victims. Like, we're not going to be like, oh, okay, we're going to respond with being more Jewish, putting up more mezuzahs, holding more events, doing more for the community. That's what we're going to do. It's not like, oh, screw Kanye, or, oh, look for us. Like, no, we are going to do what we've always done and succeed and bounce back and be better people than they are.